I mean, essentially what we've seen is 9 weeks now of these conversations between the various parties. If we do get a successful outcome by Sunday, that will be very instructive. It would end that political deadlock we've seen in Italy. And it's been interesting because, of course, two of these men on my left here, Luigi Di Maio from the Five Star Movement and Matteo Salvini from Lega, they've both in the past said that they would like the prime ministerial role. They're now seemingly willing to accept someone who is mutually approvable, as it were, by both of their parties. One of the names that's been floated as a potential consensus candidate is Giancarlo Giorgetti. He's a long-time Lega MP, 20 years in the party. He's considered a member of the more moderate wing of the Lega party. And if talks between the Five Star Movement and Lega fail by Sunday, they've asked for this last-minute reprieve from Sergio Mattarella. He could then appoint a caretaker prime minister. London Business School's Lucrezia Reclin, she's one option, and the former rector of Bocconi University, that well-known university in Milan, Guido Tabellini, he's another possible name that's been floated. And, you know, this is really interesting because if the two main parties then refuse to vote through one of these so-called technocrats, which is something they've indicated they would do because you need a parliamentary approval for these guys, then we'd potentially have Mattarella being forced to dissolve Parliament and call for fresh elections within 60 days.
Excellent. Right. But in terms of how this works going forward, again, these parties, in terms of their policies, Willem, what do they agree on? And what is actually going to get done by this government? That is the point. Italy desperately, even talking to the head of Intesa Sanpaolo yesterday, they get on very well with doing what they're doing in the banking sector, in the energy sector, and elsewhere. But they need a cohesive government to try and actually sort out what is a mess at a structural level in the country. What are they actually going to do to get this country on track?
So the concern, talking to people in Italy at the moment about the timing for a new government, is that if they don't get their act together to pass a 2019 budget, that triggers a bunch of automatic tax increases. That's something that no one's going to want. But in terms of the actual conversations going on between Lega and Five Star right now, we just heard from Di Maio yesterday, they're only really getting down to the nuts and bolts of where they would find common ground on spending, on pensions. And these are big, big issues, of course. One of the big elements of Five Star's plank, its campaign, was all about a universal basic income. That's not going to be easy for Italians, strained finances as they are already. And then if you look at Lega, one of their ideas is a 15% flat tax for both individuals and companies.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.